517-517-2909.
On your right is Star Traders, home to the greatest goods in the galaxy. Except actual stars. Those are no longer sold.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run.
I love a good circuit. And these are two of the best tracks of the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
This is Starport 75.
Or as we locals call it, Space One. Our high-speed rocket port to distant deep space destinations.
Peter, hello. Wonkman, hello. Pearl Girl, Charlotte, hello.
The most refreshing retreat in the galaxy.
Peter, thank you so much for the stars.
7. You H2 owe it to yourself. Book today.
Welcome in, everybody. Taking a ride on the People Mover. I think we're going to go to the Speedway after this. It's nice and cool this morning, so we haven't done the Speedway in a little while. We'll head over to the Speedway, and then Teacups, Dumbo, Barnstormer. We'll knock out this side of the park.
Paging Mr. Morrow. Mr. Tom Morrow. Please contact Mr. Johnson at the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, Trixie. Trixie, this Danish is raspberry. I see the raspberry seeds in the raspberry.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
So the Danish is raspberry. Cool. Thank you.
You know when you say, I
The
love
door's
you,
open.
and I say, I love you more? Yes. What about when I grow up? I love you, Pasta. I'll be there. Mom. Even if you can't see me. I'll be in the light.
Find a great rental car deal with Kayak. And find a confident...
Paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. I just had a Danish. Danish me, bro. You gotta fix my egg, man. Fix my egg. Big, beautiful tomorrow. Man, she's there early. There's no one in that park. Big, beautiful tomorrow. She must have got in early, man. Imagine Disney and there's no one there. That would be perfect. Just you and the cast members. Dude, that would be perfect. Imagine Disney, like I heard Michael Jackson just rented out the whole park. Imagine it's just you. You can go anywhere and do anything. And imagine free merchandise. Just you and free merchandise. And free food. What? I mean, what do you got to do to get that pass? So when you get a moment by yourself, I mean, it's gold. Park's empty, man. She must have had early entry. Big, beautiful tomorrow.
Because now is the time. Now is the best time to go out and explore tomorrow. Today. See you in the future.
Away from the doors and remain seated until they open automatically. Step onto the moving platform with caution and exit by stepping away from the car. Thank you. Please
I hope everybody enjoyed the People Mover. We're going to head over and continue going through Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. And again, we're trying to make it over to Big Top Souvenirs. It's supposed to open today. So we'll go check out everything that's new over there and get to see the new circus tent. Dapper Dan's at 10:45, piano at 10:50, and Adventure Friends Cavalcade at 11:05.
spacecraft to monster max. There's really nothing like today to be tomorrow.
Hi, Heather. Hi, Liz. Hi, buddy. Let me walk through Star Traders real quick. Disney foodie, hello. Okay. Just making sure there's nothing too new. The Wishables. And so, hello. Jay Herring, hello. Disney Masters, hello. Hello, everybody. All right. I think that's about it. All right, let's go to the Speedway. Enzo, thank you for being here from Arizona. Thank you, Jay Herring. Hi, Disney Masters. The Conspiracy, hello. Good evening from Australia. Hi, Jean Marie. Thank you so much.
Remember to keep at least one car length between you and the next car. Do not bump the car ahead of you or stop on the track.
Hi, Jose. Hi, Bert. Sleepless. Hello. Hi, Diane. Thank you, everybody, for all of the warm welcomes back from Disneyland to Disney World. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you, Lisa. I want to go back just for the character interactions. Yes, you do. You need a shirt, Rachel. You need a shirt. We are in a queue. If you would like to have Q&A, if you have any questions about D23 or Disneyland or anything in between, feel free to put it in the chat while we're waiting to get into our car on the Speedway. Thank you. We only have one line of cars going. It's taking a little while. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Tara. Mad Hatter, we're going there. We're going there. That's what you love to do most, the characters. Walgus, enjoy your smoothie. I did get to meet Joe Brody. I did. I posted my photo in my weekly photo recap, which is on Instagram and Facebook. So if you ever want to see the things that I do and the pictures that I take throughout the week, I always try to recap. Oh, Sally Dean, welcome in. Thank you. I hope you have an amazing time. Hi, Stacy.
You've got ideas, a new project, a renovation that's been waiting. Power gives you the...
Meet Daryl, the overconfident barbecue dad. He's got all the tools, just no idea how to use them.
So, when I met Joe Brody, I was at, we were going to dinner over at Napa Rose in California, the Grand Californian Hotel. And
Check one, check two, check.
Check one, check two, check. Check two, check.
Check one, check two, check.
Check one,
Check,
two,
check.
Check, check.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother.
Critics are raving about the magic faraway
Oh,
tree.
brother. Oh, brother.
didn't know what was going to happen. They wanted to see it before they bought the tickets, and I understand that. And so now I feel like it's going to sell out. I think people could see what happened and what the Madame Leota's street wake was about. And I think they're all going to be sold out. So I really, if you're trying to go to Oogie Boogie, I would not wait. Good morning, Mark Luca. Trayvon, hello. Seeing John Stamos at was a highlight for sure. Hi, Ava. Ava, I know. You're officially there. I hope you have the best time ever. Hi, Bob. Hi there, you are, Perry. How are you doing, Diane? Nope, you don't got it. Hello. Hi, Audrey. So I'm going to tell you a little else part of the story of meeting Joe Brody. So when I walked in, I was with my friends, John and Heather. And we were waiting for Tanya because, again, we were all going to dinner together. And I walk in and John's like, Joe Brody's right over there. And they were like, would you go meet him? And I was like, no, I have rules. Like if somebody's with their family and they're eating, like, no, I'm not going to bother them. And I was like going through all my rules and I was like, no. And like as soon as he like got up, I was like, okay, I'm going. I feel fine that I did not bother him. He did not have children around. There were people that came up to their table, which I would not have ever done that. But I did get the courage pretty quickly to say, like, this is probably a once in a lifetime shot that I have to just go say hi to him. I had no intention of asking him for a picture, but he was so kind that I guess I felt comfortable enough after a couple of seconds of talking to him. So it was just funny. I was like, I have rules, I have standards, and then I was like, dang it, I gotta go. All right, everybody, we're about to get on the cars. It's only one set of cars going this morning. It's taking a little longer than normal. If you want to guess the car.
Picture this. Sleeping bag, living room, Domino's new s'mores lava cakes. Congrats, you just pictured your next perfect night in.
Yesterday was amazing. Rachel was determined to live her life on her terms, not her migraines. Because after years of coping, Rachel took the next step to find an option that could work for her. Yesterday, breakthroughs were made and lives were changed. But that was yesterday. Let's outdo yesterday. Talk to a doctor about migraine treatment options at PfizerForAll.com.
That they love. I heard her say her Darth Vader on National Hot Dog Day. Hey, Darth Vader, it's National Hot Dog Day. Oh, I'm sure people are going to come up with some quotes on the stream, and now I quote it to my husband constantly. I love it. Which hotels? Oh my gosh, that's something I would not be able to answer. That is definitely a Google. There are so many hotels within walking distance. A good at least 15 to 20 minute walk. There are so many. You know, Chef, some people love my Star Wars knowledge. I'm just saying. Like, I've found my people have found me. Yenzer Picker, I hope you're having a good day. So, when you go to Disneyland in October for Oogie Boogie, you're staying at the Tropicana. The Tropicana was right next to our hotel. So when you cross the street, it goes Best Western, Tropicana, something else, I don't know, and then the Fairfield, and then the Courtyard, and then the Howard Johnson. That I do know. Hi, Hi, Steven. Oh, R2 Droid Builder. That's a really good question. I don't even have it. I have an answer, but I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna let the chat answer that one. The mural stream will forever haunt my dreams, and it was that stream that made Disney close the lunch bay. We should bring that stream back because that was a great stream. Hi, Bob. Disneyland is always amazing. It would be nice if they opened up this side. It looks like they're working on it. Ronald Duck, hello, hi, Engine Works. Passenger Princess Pamela, hello, happy Friday. Squash Blossom Spidey, hello. Thank you. Tell Jen I said hello. Hi, Naomi. I was at the Fairfield Inn. Thank you, Mark Luca. I just hope that y'all enjoyed everything. That's what's so important. All right, we are blue with red, number 18. Let's see. Oh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. It's a very smooth ride. We're getting close. Just a little squeak. All right. I'm over here trying to drive with my knee because the steering wheel's on the wrong side. It's on the right side for some people.
It's time to bring the future of color home.
Target acquired.
Status on green.
Closing in. Green diode secured.
Red diode secured.
Blue diode secured.
Activating RGB.
Discover your new Volvo right now at the Volvo store. Come lease a new Volvo XC60 plug-in hybrid for $674 per month. Or lease a 2026 XC90 plug-in hybrid for $813 per month. Or lease a new XC60 for $578 per month for 36 months. The search is over. Visit us today at the Volvo store.
I saw Hatter and Alice out, so I don't know if they're still out. at number 3.
Almost said what's on my mind, but I didn't. Just the other day, I wrote down all the things I'd said, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. Baby, I know that you've been running. Oh, so here goes nothing. In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you. I would be lying if I said that I could live my life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know, the way you look tonight, that second glass of wine, that did it. There was something about the kiss, girl, you did me in. Got me thinking, I'm thinking. One of the things that I've been feeling, oh, this time you hear 'em. In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you. I would be lying if I said that I could live my life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know, you got all of me, and I belong to you. You're my everything. In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you. I would be lying if I said that I could live my life without you. 'Cause even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. In case you didn't know, 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 in case you didn't know.
Here, have a dollar. In fact, no, brother man, here, have two.
$2 means a snack for me, but it means a big deal to you. Be strong, sure God only. Know that if you do, beautiful heaven awaits. That's the poem I wrote for the first time. I saw a man with no clothes, no money, no play, Mr. Wendell. That's his name. No one ever knew his name, cause he's a no one. Never thought twice about spending in an all, but until I had the chance to really get to know one. Now that I know you give it monies in charity, give me some knowledge and I buy you some shoes. Nothing blacks, spend the money on the colleges. Still most of y'all come out confused. Go ahead, Mr. Wendell. Go ahead, Mr. Wendell. Mr. Wendell has freedom. I feel that you and I think is dumb. Free to be without the words of fictitious society. For Mr. Wendell's a bomb. His only worries are sickness and occasional harassment. But the police in their chase. Uncivilized we call him, but I just saw him eat up the food we waste. Civilization, are we really civilized? Yes or no? Who are we to judge? When thousands of innocent men could be brutally enslaved and killed over the racist grudge. Mr. Wendell has tried to warn us about our ways, but we don't hear him talk. And it's his fault, we've gone too far, and we got too far, cause on him we walk. Mr. Wendell, a man, a human in flesh, but not by law. I feed you dignity to stand with pride, realizing on and all, you stand tall. Go ahead, Mr. Wendell. Mr. Wendell, yeah. Oh, Mr. Wendell. Mr. Wendell, yeah. Oh.
Good morning, Latoya. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Wake up, Mr. West, Mr. West, Mr. Fresh, Mr. By himself, he's so impressed. I mean, damn, did you even see the test? You got D's, motherfucker D's. Rosie Perez, and yes, barely passed. Any in every class, looking at every ad, cheated on every test. I guess this is my dissertation. Homie, this shit is basic. Welcome to graduation.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. On this day we become legendary. Everything we dreamed of. I'm like the fly Malcolm X by any genes necessary. Detroit red cleaned up. From the streets to the league. From an eighth to a key. But you graduate when you make it up out of the streets. From the moments of pain. Look how far we done came. Haters saying you changed. Now you doing your thing. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Look at the valedictorian. Scared of the future while I hop in the DeLorean. Scared to face the world, complacent career student. Some people graduate, but we still stupid. They tell you read this, eat this. Don't look around, just peep this. Preachers, teachers, Jesus. Okay, look up now. They just stole your streetness. After all of that, you receive this. Good morning. Hustlers, that's it. I'm still living. Get on down.
name's Cal.
What is it, Cal?
Cal, yeah.
Are you local around here?
Yeah, I live
Alright,
in
sweet.
Harry.
Well, we do theater rooms like this. Long story short, we had 3 of them get turned into conference rooms, so it's just an overbid on material.
Right.
That traded not equal value in conference material.
Yeah.
So I always get like a 30, 45-minute window to get rid of them as a bonus. Otherwise, my uncle does all the inventory.
Back in if you don't.
Well, yeah, he does all the inventory. If he sees them, he's going to snatch them and resell them. So I'm just trying to beat him to it, basically.
What brands are they?
Well, they're Monster Vision on the projectors.
What's
It-
that?
I don't know, dude. We usually just do like Epson and stuff like that, but they're just professional models.
You have soundbar and stuff too?
Well, yeah, the Cavell, it's professional. It's just meant to stay on morning, night, and day, like 24 hours a day. 1200 watt system with the soundbar system there, and then I got indoor-outdoor grade 5.1.
Yeah.
1500 watts. I don't have anything into them, dude, but the main thing is, if I give them to you cheap, just don't fuck me over bringing it back into the store, because I got a 3-year warranty that I'll give it to you. I don't care if you flip them either. Just
So how much are you wanting for them?
whatever you can round up. There's 3 of us splitting it. We're already up 1,000 each off the last 2.
Yeah.
I got 2 more left. So,
Okay.
dude, whatever you can round up, I'll give you. They're full installation kits too, so it comes with mounting brackets and everything. But I mean, me and the last guy, we were checking them out. That's what on their website. That's the what is that? The HD 4K. Right there, HD 4KX. They're marked up high. I know my dad pays probably like half to maybe a quarter and just you know buys them wholesale. But dude, I don't have a set cost. Whatever you can round up, I'll give you one. And if you take a projector, I'll just toss in a screen.
Right.
It's got the 3D fiber optic built into it. I think they're 72 inches.
Yeah.
But I have 2 projectors, 1 soundbar sub kit, and then I got 2 of the indoor-outdoor grade for like patios, garages. They got the Kevlar coating on the speaker woofer, so I mean you don't have to worry about the element.
So I'll be honest with you, the only reason I stopped is I know this is a scam. It's called the white van speaker scam, and I've been filming you. So I'm just putting you on YouTube. I want you to know that.
All right.
There you go.
Well, dude, seriously, like $200-300.
No, I don't want any of your crap.
All right,
Because you're scamming people out
thumbs
here.
up.
So quit
Well,
scamming people.
Bro,
You know it's
I'm
crap.
doubling up.
Everybody knows it's crap. You know it's
plug it
crap.
in. I'll plug it in. All
It's
my
still crap
buddies
shit.
have.
It's still crap shit.
For
You're-
$300 a projector?
Yeah, it's still crap shit. It's
How
not
much
worth $300.
how much
It's not worth $20. It's not
You
worth
told me I
anything.
got this less than $20.
You.
5201 KFI, Orange County. 5201 KFI in LA County. Chief Santos on the line with us. Mr. Santos is with the Citizens Auxiliary Police. I don't know whether we have a problem. My understanding is that you wanted some airtime this evening to discuss some of the things that you guys are involved with regard to Y2K. Is that correct?
Phil, that's not exactly correct. What we wanted to talk with you this evening about was the fact that I have been on your broadcast before talking about Y2K and Y2K bug and the possibility that we are going to have some very serious problems with our computer systems. And you recognize that I've been on your program a couple of times talking about some of these things. We found our reception to be less than pleasant, and we found our reception to be less than polite. And
Well, Mr. Santos, before you go on any further, I do not believe that I was rude to you. I believe that I had a lot of callers taking exception to some of the claims that you were making. Okay?
Well, as the host of the show, I would think that it would be part of your job to at least get me the information, allow me to get the information out there. Okay, because what we're looking at with Y2K and the Y2K bug is the possibility of services being shut down, the possibility that there could be a very serious run on money in the banks, very serious situations with regard to transportation of food, transportation of clothing, and so on and so forth.
Which you talked about on my show, and I thought you got it all out there.
I attempted to get it all out there, and I was talking about some of the goods and services and products that we can provide to the Citizens Auxiliary Police, and I don't feel that we got a fair hearing. And what I'm asking for this evening, and what I talked with your program director about earlier in the day, was an opportunity to have a fair hearing on your program and to be able to inform a lot of people in Los Angeles, Mr. Henry. I think they're going to really appreciate the information. I think when you keep the information from people, I think they get I don't think they're getting a good deal. I think when you keep information from people, you're endangering lives.
And I want to go on record as saying that I never kept any information away from any of my listeners about what you were talking about Y2K, okay? There were people who called and people who took exception to what you were saying.
Well, they can take exception, but we're about saving lives. I'm not going to play games and be on here and talk about how that I'm a programmer and this is impossible, that's possible. I will tell you, the Y2K fund is serious. We had come on your program, for instance, to talk about the Y2K jumper cables. We had Y2K compliant adapter. These were all products that you were talking about, right? And these were products that a lot of my listeners thought were bogus. My understanding, sir, is that I'm going to be allowed to be on your program this evening and not have to listen to this kind of distractions, so that I can at least get my message out to your listeners about what they are facing when the year 2000 hits, and we have a lot of computer failures, a lot of programming failures, and a lot of panic out there. Now, you know the National Guard today, a lot of National Guards around the country will be mobilized on December 31st. You're aware of that, correct?
Yes, I saw that in the newspaper. I don't know how many of them, but I know that there's some National Guard units that are going to be on alert, but only to help with trying to get shortages through. I don't think we're talking about a widespread panic. Most government officials think that this impact is going to be relatively minor.
Well, that's what the government says. But we are trying to tell people about information, and we are trying to get it out there without people detracting, without people ridiculing, and without people making fun of what is essentially a very serious message.
All right, sir, I'm happy to do that, okay? I'm happy to give you your due, but I am telling you that if there is something that you say that if
I was assured that we'd be able to get our information out today. Is that not the case?
Yes, sir, that's the case. But you have to understand that people are going to make up their own minds.
People make up their own minds. But I think if given a fair hearing, we're going to have more people contacting the Citizens Auxiliary Police at our number 213-251-3189 to avail themselves of some of the products. You know that we have a bank card, which we feel is going to be very, very helpful to a lot of people. You cannot access money at ATM machines around the country.
And I understand that you have a Y2K compliant bank card. You say this works in ATM machines.
Yes, sir. And the way that this works is that by putting this Y2K compliant card, which we are able to reprogram the Citizens Auxiliary Police into a bank machine, you will be able to access cash from any ATM machine in the city or in the country for that matter, because the card has been made Y2K compliant. Now, that is the information that we want people to get. I'm not interested in whether or not you agree or disagree.
That's fine. That's fine. You want to talk about that, that's fine, okay? I mean, whatever will help, will help. But you got to understand, people are going to have their own opinions, okay? Now, this is a ATM machine card.
Now, this is any bank card that your listeners have. If they mail that into us, and we can reprogram the card so that it is made Y2K compliant. What they do is take this card to any ATM machine on January 1st, and if that ATM is shut down for whatever reason, if that ATM is inoperable because of Y2K bug problems, the card, because it's Y2K compliant, will be able to interface the programming of that machine. You'll be able to get cash. Now, this is a very important thing I think people ought to know.
You're saying for people to mail you their ATM cards, you can make them Y2K compliant?
Absolutely, sir. That's the information we're trying to get out to people. And what I'm trying to do is save lives at Citizens Auxiliary Police, not conduct some sort of witch hunt or ridicule the honest efforts of people.
All right, sir. That's okay. All of this to me is Greek. Whether you can make a bank card Y2K compliant, you say that you can, that's fine. We have Jay Santos on the line with us. He is back on the air because he feels, and the station feels, he was not given a fair hearing the last time he was on the show. He's talking about making your bank card Y2K compliant so that when you put it in an ATM machine, it'll work on January 1st. 1-800-5201-KFI in Orange County, 5201-KFI in LA County. Let me ask those of you who call in, allow Mr. Santos to say what he has to say. If you disagree with him, try to do it in a polite way. This is part of the problem that he had, and one of the reasons why I've been told by my program director to have him back on tonight. Phil Henry Show, KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio.
Phil Henry.
KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. Jay Santos with the Citizens Auxiliary Police talking about Y2K, a series of programs that we've been doing on the possibility of a Y2K computer failure. You've heard about this, the fact that computers will change over to 00 as opposed to 99. They won't know what century it is because they haven't been programmed to think 21st century. They'll still think it's like the year 1900. On the line with us with the Citizens Auxiliary Police, Jay Santos. You are offering to replace people's old ATM cards with a new ATM card that will be good at ATM machines if they're down, correct?
That is correct, Phil. And I would say to your listeners, if you can imagine going to an ATM machine on January 1st, not being able to get any cash, not being able to get money to feed your family, not being able to get money to put gasoline in your car, not to be able to buy supplies. It's not anything I want to panic anybody about, but it's not a very good situation. You go to an ATM machine, if the banks are closed on January 1st, you're not able to access money. You could have a very serious problem with your family, trying to get food for your family, trying to get clothing and supplies for your family. What we are able to do is take individual ATM cards, and we will create a new card for you that is Y2K compliant to replace the old one. What we will need is the card. We'll also need a PIN number to reprogram that card so it does become Y2K compliant, so that you can put that into an ATM machine on the first day of January, the year 2000. First day of January, the year 2000, and even if the computer programming is down, if there is a Y2K bug that has affected that computer system at your bank, this card will be good for one use to extract the cash that you need.
Now, the question is that if the power is out, if the Y2K bug has affected power, how are you going to be able to get a ATM machine to work?
Well, basically what happens, Phil, is when we create the card, what we do is replace the old one with new programming on the magnetic strip. We also have an electromagnetic print, which can generate just enough power to utilize that machine for one drawing out of cash, so that when you put that card in the machine, that electromagnetic print powers that machine up long enough for you to be able to extract cash. So there's two things going on, Phil. First of all, the Y2K compliant card is powering the machine up if there is no electricity. Secondly, the new programming on the card is able to reread and reprogram the computer so that you can get cash out.
And so this card, if there are no ATM machines working on January 1st, put this Y2K compliant card into an ATM machine, it'll work.
Absolutely. It's a very simple process. It's being worked on by a lot of other people. We do have them at Citizens Auxiliary Police. I'd like to give our phone number out if I could.
Go ahead.
213-251-3189. That's 213-251-3189. What we need is your old bank card and your PIN number, and that way we can reprogram the card, and we can put that electromagnetic print on there to power it up. I will just say this to your listeners out there again. Imagine yourself on the first day of January with no access to money, no way to feed your family, no way to put gasoline in your car. I don't know, I don't want to scare anybody, but the National Guard has been mobilized in some states. It's a possibility, could be some looting or whatever, and you're going to need some cash. And I don't think that you're going to want to ring in the new year. I don't want to see the fatalities.
Are you saying people are going to die?
I don't know, but I wouldn't want people to ring in the new year by dying, absolutely. And hundreds could, maybe thousands.
And this is the kind of panic, though, that people are talking about. This is Phil.
I'm about saving lives. I'm not here to talk about how we'd like it to be. I'm telling you about how it could be. And Citizens Auxiliary Police are here to save lives. And if you're uninformed, I think you're dangerous. I don't want people to be uninformed.
All right, Jay Santos with us here for the Citizens Auxiliary Police, 1-800-5201-KFI in Orange County, 5201-KFI in LA County. Phil Henry on KFI Los Angeles, more stimulating talk radio. KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. Phil Henry here at 1-800-5201-KFI in Orange County, 5201-KFI in LA County. Also joining me this evening from Lancaster, California, Jay Santos of the Citizens Auxiliary Police. Mr. Santos, along with the affiliated members of the CAP, they are offering to replace people's bank cards with a Y2K compliant bank card, one that will be able to power a machine up and take money out for one use only, it will be reprogrammed to be Y2K compliant. Now, you have said some pretty serious things here, Mr. Santos.
That's correct.
And you're saying some things that quite possibly could panic some people.
Phil, we're about saving lives at Citizens Auxiliary Police. We're not about panicking anybody. What we are trying to do is to avoid what could be a disaster, and that is the loss of life through looting and rioting.
That's the kind of talk that is just, it scares me.
Well, it scares you, Mr. Henry, because maybe you're not prepared. I'm trying to prepare people. What we are asking people to do, if they care about their families at all, if they care about their children, us their bank card with their PIN number, we can reapply the Y2K compliant programming as well as the electromagnetic print. And I will tell you that I care so much about this, and I feel so strongly about this, that we are doing this absolutely free of charge.
You're not charging any money.
We are not charging 1 red cent. We will do this absolutely free. You call our number, 213-251-3189. We'll get your bank card Y2K compliant.
All right. Jay Santos again with Citizens Auxiliary Police. Here is Los Angeles on KFI AM 640. Hello?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a question. I know I sound very suspicious, but I send you my bank card and my PIN number was to prevent you from drawing out what I have in my account.
That does sound very suspicious. What we want to do is avoid you being cynical about a serious situation.
Well, it does sound.
And I understand how you feel about that, but that's a little cynical, and what we're trying to do...
Yes, it's a little cynical. I don't give out my credit card number on the phone, and to send someone to my bank card...
Pardon? That card, sir, is not going to be any good to you if it's not Y2K compliant.
What you say happens will happen.
What I'm trying to say to you is that you won't be able to get any money out, okay? So
that still doesn't help me with my problem about your ability to get money out from my bank card long before the year 2000.
Sir, I am a volunteer with the Citizens Auxiliary Police.
I'm glad to hear that, but I don't know you.
We're attempting to help people. We're not trying to hurt anybody here.
I have your word on that.
You have my absolute word on that.
And by the way, I'd like to know this technology that enables a card to turn on electricity on a machine.
What you do is you put electromagnetic print on there, which can generate electricity.
It really
long enough to power the machine up, so that you can get enough money out of there.
I doubt that sincerely.
Well, sir, I can tell you the technology exists.
But then I would like to have some sort of a guarantee that you would not take my card and my PIN number and draw money out of my account.
I'm a public servant. See, that's kind of cynicism that's not going to help us. Y2K and a bunch of we got to shut down the services, and we're going to have people rioting in the streets. What we need.
Well, you see people rioting on the streets, and you change my PIN card for me and make it compliant. That's not going to help me when I go to an ATM. There's people rioting on the street.
You'll have your card, yeah, but you'll be able to access food and cash. You'll have cash.
Not if people are rioting on the streets.
Well, one thing, a lot of those people will be rioting because they don't have money. You won't be rioting.
I see. Just the other people will be rioting.
The ones who don't have the money, you will not be rioting because you've got your money. If you don't have money, I imagine you'd be out there rioting. I'd be rioting too. I'd be looting, but because you've got money, you don't need to loot.
I see.
Are you saying this guy would loot if he didn't have any money?
Well, wouldn't you?
Well, of course I would. I'm your basic looter.
Naturally.
You can tell by the tone of my voice, I riot and loot at the drop of a hat.
Oh, now you're being cynical again.
Yes,
what I'm trying for you to do...
I'm afraid... I would not send you my bank card and my PIN number, North.
Well,
I wouldn't send my bank card and my PIN number to any other faceless voice on the electrical telephone.
I'm telling you, sir, that kind of cynicism is what's going to get you in trouble.
What is my guarantee that you would not use it?
Well, the guarantee is you have my... I'm not charging you any money to reprogram the card.
Of course not. If you use my card to draw all the money out of my account, why should you charge me anything?
I'm not going to draw money out of your account.
How do I know that?
I'm trying to help you draw money out of your account.
I know that?
I am telling you, sir, as a public servant.
You are telling me that.
I am, as a public servant, that we will reprogram the card.
Is there any guarantee? This is what the man's asking. What is the guarantee?
Guarantee of what, Phil?
The guarantee that you would not use my card to draw all the money out of my account.
And why would you ask me a question like that?
Because if I give you my card and my PIN number, you could. I don't know who you are.
You have to understand what I'm saying to you. I cannot reprogram the card unless I have all the vital information, including PIN number.
That's right. That's right. And you couldn't draw money out of my account unless you had the PIN number.
I'm not going to draw money out of your account.
How do I know that?
Why would I want to do that?
Because that would make you richer.
I don't understand.
If you're asking everybody to send you their cards and their PIN numbers, you are giving them carte blanche to take all the money you want out of their accounts from any ATM in the world.
What is he talking about, Phil? What you need to do is slow down and tell me what it is you're trying to say.
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
If I send you my card and my PIN number, what is to prevent you from drawing money out of my account using my PIN number from any ATM in the world?
Well, I don't understand the question. All right, and maybe
I can't be any clearer.
Maybe I'm slow. Maybe I'm stupid. I'm offering to reprogram your card so that it is Y2K compliant.
Yes, and I'm asking you what's to prevent you from drawing money out of my account with that card and that PIN number.
Because I'm trying to save your life.
That doesn't answer my question.
I believe it does. What is the key
The fact that you're trying to save my life doesn't explain to me why you wouldn't take money out of my account.
If I'm trying to save your life, why would I want to put you in the poorhouse? There you go. There you go.
There is a definitive answer.
There's the logic you're looking for.
Yes, that's wonderful logic.
Are you a married man?
You're trying to save my life so you wouldn't take my money.
Yes, sir. Are you a married man?
No, I'm not.
Well, I would think that if your late wife were with us, and I'm assuming that your wife passed on.
She passed on.
All right, I'm very sorry to hear that, but if
so am I.
She were with us, sir, she'd want you to have your money, and she'd want you to be.
No, she wouldn't.
What'd she die from? Don't ask a question like that.
Well, that's none of your needle-nosing business, actually. I'm sorry, sir, but excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you, but this sounds like a magnificent con. Good night.
She didn't die of cancer, did she? What are you asking a question like that for? I don't know. Just stick to the point of what we're talking about. I'm not talking about... So for the poor guy, I'm just trying to help the guy out. I'm like, yeah, I know you're trying to help the guy out. Jesus Christ, that's curious. Well, don't ask questions like that. San Diego on KFI AM 640. Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
You know, I got a question for you. To the Y2K compliant ATM bank card guy.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, if someone were a fanatic and they were real frightened about this whole Y2K bank compliant thing and they were going to lose all their funds, wouldn't they start maybe in October and start their little shelter and get all their money out, and they wouldn't put any money in the bank and they take it all out before January 1st?
Why would you have to if you've got a Y2K compliant card?
Now, if you have a Y2K compliant...
I know you thought you had a really good question, and I just cut you right down there. Why would you take money out now when you know you'll have access to money on January 1st?
How would you get access to a bank when you know the bank isn't open and you can't use it?
There's a thing called an ATM machine, which is open 24 hours a day. And when we use the Y2K compliant card, it would work in the ATM machine.
Okay.
All right?
That doesn't make any sense to me.
If you drive by a bank, you'll see something called an ATM machine. Don't be a smart ass. You understand?
Thank you very much, sir. I'm glad you're a walking dictionary and all. But, I'm just wondering, do you work for a huge corporation? Is there someone we can call, the Better Business Bureau? We can check this out?
You can call us at 213-251-3189. And we'd be very happy to give you information. And as well, I'm doing this free of charge. So I've got no ulterior motive here.
So who is paying you? You're just doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
The Citizens Auxiliary Police.
And our PIN number.
The Citizens Auxiliary Police is voluntary. We are a voluntary organization, ma'am. What we will do is test the ATM card in the machine. What we can do then is remove $20. We'll send the $20 to you and let you know whether it's ATM compliant or not. That's all we're saying.
So any credit union, any Bank of America, you can go ahead and do this, and we can get into the bank on January 1st, even though the banks aren't working for some reason because they're not Y2K compliant.
Again, you're not getting into the bank, you're getting the ATM machine.
Right.
Okay? We make them work.
What? There's no power into the bank. How are you going to make that ATM machine work?
We have an electromagnetic print on the card which will power the machine up long enough to extract money.
And you've done this out of your own home? You've invented the little...
No, I didn't invent it. No, this is work that's been done. It's been done by major corporations. It's work that's being done by the Defense Department. Let me explain to you. ATM stands for Automated Teller Machine. And what you do is you insert the card into the machine, and you enter your PIN number, and you get money out.
Right.
Okay?
It's a pretty clear thing. It's been happening for a few years now. But it doesn't make any sense for what you're talking about. Most banks right now are Y2K compliant. What it seems like, it really seems like a ripoff, and I really hate to break your heart. And
If you want to see people die on January 1st, don't talk that way, okay? Well, this lady wants to see people die.
You're sitting here telling us we're going to see people die if we don't send our ATM cards with our...
I'm sorry, but with that attitude...
You're the kind of guy who's making people freak out. You're the kind of guy who's going to make riots and loots happen. Now, if you just let people be calm and watch the television shows and go to the banks and find out that they are Y2K compliant, we won't have guys like you making everybody freak out.
Have you purchased a burial plot yet?
What?
Have you purchased a burial plot yet?
No! What the hell do I need a burial plot for?
We've got something called Y2K happening on January 1st, and it might be something you want to think about.
Well, you know what? I'm in Washington Mutual, and I went to that bank and I changed it because it says on the cover it is Y2K compliant. Call me an optimist, but I'd like to think the year 2000 is a new beginning, not an end to life, not an end to all this stuff and loot and riots and death and burning. That's not what's going to happen. And I hate to tell you it.
It may not if you get your card Y2K compliant.
I'm not going to get my Y2K compliant card with you because you're going to take my money.
You made arrangements for your death yet? Well, all right. If you haven't made your burial plot arrangements, that's your problem.
I haven't made my burial plot arrangement. I'm planning my wedding, not my burial.
You're planning your wedding. I think that's a little optimistic to be planning a wedding, ma'am.
It's a little optimistic to be planning. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm getting married on July 15, 2000, and I think it's a great year to get married.
That guy's
not a great year to burn in hell.
I'll tell you, that guy that's sitting with you right now is going to be leaving your yelling butt if you don't watch out.
Ooh, I'm really scared.
Right.
Good luck with your business.
Hey, good luck.
I hope everybody is as smart as I am, and they don't do anything and send their pin to you.
Well,
Sorry.
If somebody's carrying you off over their shoulder on January 1st during a riot scene, you'll know that you talked to me. Get out of here. I'm dead serious, Phil. Come on.
Oh, my God, this guy.
Come on. I am dead serious. This woman is putting her life in jeopardy by not sending me the car. Y2K is a killing menace, and that clown sitting next to you in the car better get with it.
You're a clown. You know, do you want to go jump off the top of a building with me on January 1st? You want to?
You don't have to if you send me your ATM card.
If I send him my ATM card, I won't have to jump off a building.
That's right.
Oh my God, do you have an address we can send this to?
If you don't send me your card, you might as well jump off that building now.
Now? What? I have like 10 more months, right?
Now, you might as well kill yourself now if you go with an attitude like yours. You're the one that's acting like an idiot here. You're the guy that's... No, this woman's suicidal. Get a shotgun and blow the hell out of your head right now.
Thank you.
Now, look it, man. You can't be panicking people with this kind of talk, all right? The fact is, if you want to make their card Y2K compliant, you know there's going to be riots and looting. National Guard got mobilized today, ma'am. Read a newspaper. Read a newspaper.
What are you going to do? Shoot the computers when they don't work?
No, when these guys start to rape and pillage.
Oh, my God.
Oh, all right. Now they're not going to rape them. The National Guard got mobilized to help with delivering supplies and keep the raping and the pillaging at a minimum, too. No, they did not.
You are freaking out. There's no reason for that kind of talk.
They did not.
Warning people, there is nothing going on. The worst thing that could possibly happen is a day of no electricity and no food. One day.
Quit yelling. All right. I got to go. I appreciate it. Tell her to quit yelling. She's making some good points. Thank you, ma'am, for your call. Phil Henry, Jay Santos is with us from the Citizens Auxiliary Police. If you want to make people's cards Y2K compliant, that's fine, okay? But cool it with the Viking metaphors. All right, anyway, Phil Henry on KFI, AM 640 more, or the Cleveland Brown metaphors. Whatever, just stop that. Phil Henry on KFI, AM 640 more stimulating talk radio. Alan LeGrand. Phil Henry. KFI AM 640 more stimulating talk radio with Jay Santos from the Citizens Auxiliary Police, talking about if you'll mail him your bank card and your PIN number, he'll make it Y2K compliant so that you can use it on January 1st. And there are an awful lot of skeptical people. And I was promised by you, Mr. Henry, that I would be able to get my message out without a lot of people detracting from the message of saving lives. And I told you that I would be respectful of you, but you know that there's going to be people taking exception to this. And with every phone call you take from people who are skeptical and cynical and all of the things that we come to see in this country, another life could be lost. Another moment is wasted in trying to make this country Y2K compliant. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to save lives. All right. Well, let me talk to Carlsbad here on KFI AM 640. Hello. Hi. Yes. Yeah. I'd like to talk to your guest there.
APM stands for an all-time maniac, which is what you really are. I'm an electrical engineer. I want you to explain to me how the hell you can possibly encode an electronic magnetic strip onto the back of my ATM card and make it work.
You're electrical engineer?
Nuts.
You're electrical engineer?
Yeah.
That explains why you don't have a sense of humor with that.
Well, what are you? What's your background?
I'll tell you what, I don't know how it's done. I do know that it is being done. It's being done.
Well, it's being done. If you don't know how it's being done, how can you tell people that this is possible?
Because this is something we subcontract out with a variety of agencies, computer programming. It's a trade secret.
It's not a trade secret.
Well, just because you don't know how to do it, doesn't mean that it can't be done.
I don't think it can be done. Furthermore,
I may not think it can't be done. That doesn't mean that it can't be done. Okay, I don't know how good of an electrical engineer you are.
I've been in the business for 25 years.
How long?
25 years.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to the University of Detroit.
That's not what I would call Ivy League. I mean,
well, it's not Ivy League.
I
know a heck of a lot more than this stuff than you do. What are you going to do? Go to every bank?
School?
Well, what are you going to do? Go to every bank and tell them they've got to make their ATM compliant with your special card? I mean, that's nuts. You can't possibly do that.
No, you're not. No, of course I'm not doing that.
What are you going to do?
What I'm doing is I'm taking the cards that people send us. We make them Y2K compliant.
Well, okay, I'm going to put my card in, and there's no power, and what you're telling me is I put my card in, and it's going to work. That's absolutely nuts. That's absurd. You can't possibly do that.
Yes, it can be done.
With a little electromagnetic strip on the back.
Electromagnetic print, is my understanding. That's what they told us.
I see.
I'm just trying to save some lives here, okay? I mean, I'm not sitting out there,
How can you possibly save lives with this thing? I mean,
because if you don't have any money, you're going to want to break into somebody's house and loot and rape.
I'm not going to break into anybody's house. You're just creating a mass riot here.
If you don't have any money on January 1st, what are you going to do?
I'm going to have money on January 1st. I don't think this is going to be a real problem. And I still don't think you know what you're talking about.
Let's say that you don't have any money on January 1st. You'd loot, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't loop. I'm going to have money, and if I don't have money, I'll wait till January 2nd when the banks open up, and I'll go get some money if the ATM machines aren't working.
How are you going to eat?
I'm going to have a refrigerator full of food. How are you going to eat? I'm going to go to Burger King. I'm going to go to McDonald's.
You go to Burger King if you don't have any cash. They don't take credit cards. Gotcha.
Are you married? Yes, I'm married.
Okay, you want to see your wife kidnapped?
No, I don't want to see my wife kidnapped.
Then get your card over to me. And
why would his wife be kidnapped?
Because people are going to riot and loot when they... Oh, listen to him laugh. So that's
it's funny. It's absurd.
It's going to riot and loot.
I'm on a cell phone. My wife's probably listening to this. She's dying from laughter.
I'm going to tell both of you guys, because I've been in law enforcement now for 25 years.
What do you have... If you're in law enforcement, what do you have to do with these magnetic strip cards?
I've listened to both of you guys, and I can tell a couple of guys that at the drop of the hat would go out and kick in a store window and take a TV set. And I'm talking to two of them right now.
And who are you talking about? Me?
I'm talking about you and this other asshole.
I'm taking your pardon.
Excuse me, pal.
Excuse me.
You two guys that kick in a store window and take a refrigerator in a second.
What's your background in? I want to know what your background is in. You say it's in law enforcement. What in the world are you talking to people about ATM cards for and the Y2K problem?
Your wife's going to be looted.
My wife is not going to be looted.
How are you going to loot the guy's wife?
Oh, aren't you funny?
How did you get my wife into this? I'm trying to talk to you about it.
How did they get into ATM cards insulting me when I'm trying to save a life?
I'm not insulting you. You insulted me.
What are you talking about? You two guys are rude sons of bitches.
Excuse
me. Okay, you know what, Mr. Thanos? I've heard what you've had to say.
I can't believe you have people like this on the show.
Up yours and calls that, what this is, sir, is me trying to save lives, and you don't care.
You're trying to save lives with rude language, you know?
That's not you, Mr. Henry. You can both shove it. And I hope that you both get looted on January 1st.
Yeah, I hope I get looted on January 1st, too, all right?
Well, and you can have your electrical engineering degree.
Absolutely.
And I don't care anymore.
Do you have a degree?
I don't care anymore. Let people die.
What's your degree in?
Mr. Sanders, what's wrong with this guy? What's your degree in?
I don't care anymore.
Oh, he doesn't care?
What is your degree in?
I don't care. If you don't care, then I'm not going to care.
Bastard. Yeah, I don't care anymore. That's the answer. You're trying to get people to send in their cards. You're trying to make up mass hysteria here. Send in $20, send in your card. People think you're nuts.
People say
you're absolutely out of your mind.
I'm trying to save lives.
Trying to save lives.
Get back on the phone, Jay.
Tell me exactly how you
back on
save lives.
Jay, get back on the phone, okay?
I don't feel like it.
Come on, man.
I feel like it.
I'm telling you, Phil, this guy's nuts. Look, I want you to get back on the phone here, okay, and talk to me.
I don't want to. You can't make me.
What do you mean I can't make you? What am I talking to, an 8-year-old here?
I don't want it. You made me mad. And now you made me cry.
Oh, get out of here, okay?
Yeah, you'll be sorry when you get looted on January.
Yeah, when I get looted on January 1st. What does he mean when I get looted? 1-800-5201-KFI.
Right, get down.
I'm sorry I made you cry. 1-800-5201-KFI, Orange County, 5201-KFI, LA County. Phil Hendry, KFI, AM 640, more stimulating talk radio with Terry Ray Elmer.
We got Jay Santos, Citizens Auxiliary Police, joining us right now. The Citizens Auxiliary Police is a volunteer police agency. It doesn't have any official police standing, but you guys have been volunteers in and around your neighborhood, and there are a lot of associated groups across the country, correct, Jay?
Yeah, Phil, for the most part, you've got a variety of, you say we're not official police. We are uniformed. We do have the right of citizens arrest through the Constitution, so it's a little misleading. We are when you say that's a little bit misleading. And
well, I want to get you here. I don't want to be misleading. Are you officially police?
I think when you talk about whether or not we are officially police, I think you sort of disrespect what we try to do. We take a peek over the shoulder of the police. Police they're good and they're doing their job, but they're also very overworked and they're not able to do a lot of the things that we'd like to see them do. So we've had to do a volunteer police agency, and I wanted to come on and talk about Operation Neighborhood.
Yeah, I want Operation Neighborhood. Okay, so this is going to be going on till when?
Operation Neighborhood, Phil, now through Easter Sunday.
And this is, I know, brought on by, you say you've had an awful lot of conversations with people who are non-denominational, they are non-religious.
Well, there are a great number of American families, Phil, who are not Christian families. They're not steeped in the traditions of the Christian faith. But more importantly, Phil, I think what we have to talk about right now is the fact that they've got a lot of children. And for years, of course, we have allowed Christians in our culture to talk about Good Friday and talk about all that. And that's a good thing. Where we find the problem and where we are encountering more and more children, I don't know what you want to call it, being traumatized or not being, I guess, cared for by adults. I guess that's the only way I can say it, is when we're talking about Easter Sunday and talking about Good Friday, you are talking about things that can frighten a child.
And all right, well, when you say frightening a child, you're talking about Good Friday is when Jesus was crucified.
Well, let's get to what we're concerned with. We've allowed Christians and these kind of people to talk about nailing a man up on a cross and all this kind of situation. And that's all well and good. In the late 1970s, in the early 80s, on through the late 1980s, on through the early 1990s, and on through the middle of the 1990s, on up into the late 1990s, and right now, you've had a lot of movies in the popular culture that have dealt with the topic of zombies and the living dead and the Night of the Living Dead and that kind of a deal. I don't know if you're familiar with a lot of these movies.
Yeah.
Well, the kids see these movies.
All right, okay, but how does this apply to Easter?
Well, Easter is a day where I hear a lot of these Christians talking about what Jesus came back from the dead. Now, I understand that someone's religion. And
well, that's the tradition, but he came back from the dead to redeem people.
I'm not concerned right now. If you just let me kind of finish what I'm saying.
But don't you have to sort of put the belief into?
All I'm telling you is the way a lot of children who are not religious or not raised in a religious home are hearing a lot of talk about a dead man come back and all this. Now, I saw here on television a few nights ago, a lot of these movies are being repeated. I know this is springtime or it's winter time, so I'm not doing too much of the Halloween film. But you do see Day of the Dead and all of this nonsense. And this is the kind of thing where we feel what we can do to help our children is come Easter time, I think they need to de-emphasize this man coming up from the dead. And he's got holes in his hands and all this. And
are you religious?
Well, Phil, I don't think that applies.
No, I want to know what your understanding of the culture is.
I certainly understand Christian religion. It's part of my job, I think, of law enforcement, to understand where a lot of these people are coming from. I'm not saying Christians are kooks, but you do deal with a lot of kooks. And there's a variety of kooks out there. But Christians are not kooks, but you do have to deal with all these kooky, kook cult. And there's a lot of cults that are kooks. And
but Christians are not kooks, but you're saying they've got this tradition of Easter in which the resurrection of a man.
We're talking about a man that was dead coming back to life. That's going to scare a lot of children. And we're asking people, when it comes to Easter, to emphasize more the Easter bunny tradition, the tradition of egg.
But if this is their religion,
well, you can certainly celebrate your religion in church. I'm not talking about that, but Operation Neighborhood is going to try and mitigate some of this conversation. To what end we can, I don't know.
All right, now you'll be fanning out into restaurants, into shopping malls, in various businesses, talking to people.
Well, we're going to be handing out flyers at churches. We're also going to be going into different malls and different restaurants, as you say, Phil, and sort of just keeping an ear to the ground, listening to people. You get a lot of these people, and they'll be talking about a man coming back from the dead. It's going to scare a kid.
All right. Our number is 1-800-449-8686. We're talking with Jay Santos of the Citizens Auxiliary Police about Easter and how its emphasis on a, quote, man coming back from the dead can scare a lot of kids.
And also keep in mind, Phil, if you would, I am not saying a person shouldn't be allowed to have their religion. I'm saying talking about it in public, talking all about a man coming back out of the grave, that's bound to put a little tiny kid's going to be scared of all of that. And I want to know where the responsibility is of adults.
And well, don't you think the story of Easter is a beautiful story?
I'm not familiar really with the story of Easter. All I know is there's a lot of talk about a dead man coming back. And you've got an awful lot of children now who think of Jesus as nothing more than a zombie. He's a nice man, but he's zombie.
And you know, it's so funny because kids these days, a lot of them have religious training. A lot of them do not have religious training. And what they hear from adults, I suppose, is how they develop their belief system. I've never heard any kids, and maybe it's because my kids go to Catholic schools, but I've never heard of a kid being frightened of Jesus as a zombie.
Well, I'm telling you that there is every chance that you've got a child out there who's going to have an adult say, look, there's a man who got nailed up to a cross, now he's going to come back out of the dead. And that's going to do nothing more than take a kid and he's going to be in a world of fear. When you say, we took a man, and one of the most horrifying things that could ever be done to a man, and we nailed him up on a cross, now he's coming back from the dead. You think you're a little tiny kid, that'll scare you.
He's coming back from the dead to be a good guy.
Kids don't think of that. All they think of is a man that got nailed up, now he's coming back from the dead, and they only know all the zombie things that they see on a movie. There's also a very popular video game called House of the Dead. And you'd be surprised how many children think Jesus is going to be coming down a hallway wearing a suit with a back cut out of it, and he's all dead.
And he's coming after him like a zombie?
Like a lot of these zombies do, yeah.
Our number is 1-800-449-8686. Where are the adults in the kids' lives?
Well, Phil, you asked where are the adults in the kids' lives. Well, I'm asking is that we take responsibility as a society.
And so if I'm sitting in a restaurant and I'm talking with my wife or friends about Jesus coming back from the dead, and one of your sub-commanders is near there.
Well, it could be a sub-commander, one of our brigadier generals, but we will say at that time we'd really very much appreciate it if you would stop talking about Easter that way and be more benign in your conversation.
And the fear is what? That people are going to overhear it?
That small children will overhear it, absolutely, yes. And so we will tell people, we will direct them at that time, you're talking about Jesus, and this is all kind of zombie talk. And a lot of people will tell you, well, I'm a Christian, and I don't believe that, so I know that. But you got a little tiny kid over here want to hear you talking about Jesus coming back like a zombie man. And if you're familiar with the film Night of the Living Dead, and
There's nothing that Night of the Living Dead has in common with the Christian story of resurrection, though. Nothing at all. These zombies come back and eat people. Jesus comes out of the grave to redeem the human race. That's the myth, or the mythology, if you will. That's the religious mythology that is believed in by Christians. Doesn't that sound benign to you?
I think, Phil, that you sound like the man who explains to a crowd of adults why a certain violent film should be seen on TV. I'm saying you may be right, but I'm saying you've got a lot of children out there that are going to be affected, and it's going to be all of this violence that we got on the TV and on the radio and everything, and you're talking about a Jesus now who just got hammered up on a piece of wood. I'm sure that's going to probably upset him a little bit. Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus was about love, though.
No, I understand that, but the average kid's going to say he's going to be upset. Now he's coming back out of the grave, and the kid, of course, is thinking maybe it's time for some payback on the Romans that did it or something. I don't know. No, so we're just asking people to keep it quiet.
All right, 1-800-449-8686. Here is Lane on the Phil Hendry Show. Go ahead, Lane.
Before this guy starts with this, with what this cause is that he's trying to do, he needs to really understand what he's protesting.
He's trying to protect the children, sir.
It's been told for 2,000 years.
Right.
I've heard it all my life. I am a Christian, but I've heard it all my life, and I've been raised with people who understand, have heard this story, and I've yet to hear anybody that's traumatized by it. This has got to be.
Well, it's an increasing phenomenon in our society, sir, with a lot of non-denominational, non-religious families that just do not adhere to the Christian faith.
I understand America being who are Jews and
right. Well, they understand, but I'm talking about little kids
traumatized by this.
Well, I understand it, sir. But it's an increasing phenomenon. You got a lot of kids who come out of families that are not religious, and they're out there listening to their friends talk about a man coming up out of the dead, and it scares a child. And we certainly understand you have your faith. I don't have any issue with that, so long as when you're talking in a public place, you start going on about a guy coming out of a grave, it's gonna scare a little tiny kid.
Oh yeah, and I'm supposing an 8-foot high Easter rabbit running around and hiding eggs. That's just
at least that's not. It's certainly not going to scare a child. I mean, that's a benign figure, but a man coming out. Well, unless you're afraid of bunny rabbits, sir.
All right.
Anyway, I think you might, before you do this, you might want to research the story a little bit more and understand.
I've researched it. I'm just talking from a standpoint of a child, sir, and maybe you ought to get over your fear of rabbits.
All right. 1-800-449-8686.
Well, you're going to get a lot of people who are defensive, Phil, about it, but that's just the way it's going to be.
If I'm sitting there and I'm talking about Jesus coming back from the dead, what do you say?
As I said to you,
all right, I know, but you come up to me and say, I'd appreciate if you don't talk. I would say, well, it's my constitutional right.
I would say to you, is it your constitutional right to scare a child? See, a lot of these people call themselves Christian, and that's good, and I believe them. But they get their kicks, some of them, talking about Jesus coming out of the ground with holes in his hands, and a little tiny kid gets scared. A lot of these Christians get their jollies that way, and
I don't know of anybody that gets their jollies talking about a dead guy coming back.
Well, then how come they're always talking about it?
All right, 1-800-449-8686. We're talking with Jay Santos of the Citizens Auxiliary Police on Easter. For some, it is the story of the resurrection of Jesus to redeem the sins of man. For others, it's the time the Easter Bunny comes. And for some children who don't understand these traditions at all, it is simply talk of a man who'd been hammered up on a cross coming back from the dead. And it scares them. 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendry Show.
The Phil Hendry Show. 1-800-449-8686. Talk radio's speed trap. The Phil Hendry Show is back. 1-800-449-8686.
Jay Santos of the Citizens Auxiliary Police is with us. Operation Neighborhood now through Easter. There's a lot of, as you say, Jay, non-denominational, non-religious families, kids that don't understand the story of Jesus. The idea of a guy resurrected from the dead scares them. And you are going to tell people in restaurants and public places.
Well, not only that, Phil, I want to just jump in. We are giving out flyers at churches as people come out. We do hand them a flyer.
And what is on the flyer?
Well, it is a statement from Major Elvis Newton, who's the founder of the Citizens Auxiliary Police, warning them of the dangers and the destructive behavior of a lot of people who talk all about
this guy who got all his skin peeled off him by Romans beating him up. So he gets beat up. Then after they beat him up, they drag him up and they hammer him up on a piece of wood. Then they throw him in a hole. And this guy's coming back from the dead. That only means one thing from a kid. A kid's point of view, that's payback time. And all the zombies that they've never seen on TV eat people and do all that.
So the kid's afraid that this new kind of zombie Jesus is going to come back and eat him.
I'm saying kids that were not raised in a Christian home, yeah. Now, in America, we have freedom of religion, which means you don't have to be a Christian if you don't want to. That's something I try to get through on people. Boy, that's a tough one. You can't really get through on people on that one. And I realize it's a very unusual point of view. But I'm trying to protect the children's about saying lives.
So the little kids are afraid of Jesus as a zombie, is that it?
I'm saying it's possible, yeah.
You're saying it's possible?
But I'm telling you, my job as a law enforcement agent is to make sure little tiny kids don't get hurt by some guy running around talking about a man coming back from the dead who just come up out of the hole with holes in his head, holes in his hands, and he's all walking around, with parts of his, intestines hanging out, and they're supposed to think this is okay.
Well, there ain't nothing about Jesus with his intestines.
Well, you know what I mean. They put a spear in him and everything else.
All right, 1-800-449-8686. Rick, go ahead. Or excuse me, not Rick. I want to go to Kathy. Kathy, you're on the Phil Hendry Show. Go ahead.
I'm not sure where this man's overheard any Christian talking about the resurrection of Christ, but in my entire life, I've never heard of a Christian sitting in a public going, hey, dude, this guy got hammered to the cross and his guts are hanging out. We threw him in a hole and he came back. That is not how it's portrayed by Christians.
They talk about a dead man coming back.
You're real carried away with the way that you're even describing it.
The point is, you talk all about a dead man. You talk all about a dead man coming back.
No, that is not how it's portrayed.
And a little tiny kid.
The terminology it's even used.
The little tiny kid is going to be frightened when you talk about a dead man coming out of that grave.
To hear a Christian portray
a grave robber. I'm sorry?
What conversation you're overhearing?
Well, ma'am, I'm telling you about children.
How they say.
And I don't know if you know that there are a lot of children who are not raised in the Catholic, or whatever you call it, the Christian way, and all they hear is Easter Sunday, and a little boy says, what's that? And they say, that's when the dead man comes back.
Well, they're not saying that, are they? They're saying that's when Jesus comes back. Are you there, ma'am? All right, she's gone. 1-800-449-8686. Here is Rick. Rick, go ahead.
Hey, I would like to know what police station is he from?
You talking to me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm with Citizens Auxiliary Police.
Citizens, because earlier you were talking about a brigadier general. I've never heard of a brigadier general in a police station.
Well, the Highway Patrol has them, so.
Second of all, the next comment I would.
Brigadier admiral is what we said.
3-year admirals? I thought you said a brigadier general.
No, sir, I did not.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, second of all, the conversation that's going to be heard in the restaurants and so forth and stuff like that is not going to be about like some guy coming back from the dead. There's going to be a lesson.
Wait a minute. And every time I hear one of these Christians talk about it, talking about a man coming back from the dead.
They talk about the resurrection of Jesus.
Yeah, coming back out of the dead.
Right. It's going to be in the content of a learning experience for a child or a young adult.
Well, I don't know where this child's doing his learning. They're not Christian children. They're not raised in these homes. All they know is the popular
culture it's not all about the guy dying and coming back from the dead. It's everything that had the whole story. That's not going to be what the whole issue is.
Well, Easter Sunday
is about that.
I researched Easter Sunday.
It's the lesson
when Jesus came out of the grave.
That's just the miracle that happened, not the lesson. The lesson is not he comes back from the dead.
Right, but if you're not a Christian kid, you don't get the lesson because you're not in church. All you hear is a little kid. Well, it's really hard to explain it to some of these people because they just don't get it. And
what are people not getting that you're trying to explain to them?
You get it.
Because this man thinks that all these kids are going to church. They don't go to church. So this guy understands it. All he knows is he comes coming out of church, and he's all blissed out.
Well, I don't go to church.
And there's a little kid there who's hearing about a dead man. Now, you got the picture of Jesus on the cross hanging there all bloodied up. Then
you mean the guy is going to literally say a dead man?
Guys, nobody's listening to anybody here. What is your fear, Jay?
I'm saying this guy comes out of church blissed out,
And what do you mean blissed out?
Well, you got a big smile. You got a big smile on your face. Hallelujah. That's great. Good for you. Have fun. But a little kid that didn't go to that church, he's walking down the street, and Rick comes out of church all blissed out and skipping and happy because Jesus saved him, or whatever you want to call it. And all he's saying is, yeah, a dead man came back.
No, I wouldn't say a dead man came back. I would not say a dead man comes back.
Well, you know,
it would be my choice of words.
You think it's funny that a kid's scared? Is that it?
Excuse me?
You think a kid being scared is funny because you're all giggling about it?
Well, why would he be afraid if I'm happy? If I'm happy to say something, he would probably be more amused.
Okay, maybe he thinks you're part of the same.
What I'm saying.
Maybe he thinks you're part of some zombie cult. You know what?
Well, what do you mean a zombie cult?
See, this guy thinks it's all real funny that a kid's scared half to death.
All right, Rick, listen, hold on for a minute. 1-800-449-8686. Jay Santos is the story of Easter scaring children because it talks about a dead man coming back. The Phil Henry Show.
The Phil Henry Show. 1-800-449-8686. Truth, justice, comedy. 1-800-449-8686. The Phil Henry Show is back.
Jay Santos with the Citizens Auxiliary Police is with us on Easter. Is it promoting something that is scaring children, a guy coming back from the dead? Now, I've got one of your pamphlets that you were handing out at the mall, up here at Braver Mall.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you something. Are you an atheist?
I don't think that has anything to do with anything.
Well, no, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Because I'm looking at this pamphlet, and it seems to be encouraging children not to believe in God.
No, where do you see that, Phil?
Where do I see that? It says here that a belief in God leads you to believe in some kind of a zombie cult.
And Phil, this is not. I'm a police officer with the Citizens Auxiliary Police.
Well, you're not even an official police officer. It's a volunteer police agency.
Hold on for a minute. Let me finish, okay? Because you're starting to put words into my mouth. We're here just trying to protect a little kid from being afraid of a man and coming back from the dead. And I said,
no, wait, no, you don't. What you're saying is maybe that'll happen, but in point of fact, you are a practicing atheist, aren't you?
That has nothing to do with anything.
Are you an atheist?
I'm an atheist, yes, but that has nothing to do with what we're doing.
Okay, you don't think that's coloring your attitude about the Christian holiday of Easter being some kind of a celebration of a zombie coming out of the ground?
Okay, you were raised Catholic. What do you call it?
Knowing the story of Easter, as I understand it, it is about a man who died for the sins of mankind.
All right, but isn't it about a guy coming out of a zombie area?
What do you mean a zombie area?
The guy came out of the ground, Mr. Henry. I'm starting to lose my temper, and I don't want to do that. I'm a public servant.
And you're an atheist, sir, and what you're doing here is promoting your belief, your belief in atheism by scaring kids.
I'm not the one scaring kids with all this talk about, Jesus, might as well be out there in Haiti, laying in a box.
And what do you mean, Jesus is some kind of a zombie? You're the guy talking about it.
No, I'm not talking about it. The Christian faith is talking about it. I'm trying to protect the kid.
Well, I'm going to echo what the other caller said. I've never heard of a kid being afraid of it.
See, that, forget it. You're not even on the front line of law enforcement like I am.
Yeah. 1-800-449-8686.
Well, your sarcasm, Mr. Henry, is not an argument.
No, you're right. You're right about that. Here is Mary Lou. Go ahead, Mary Lou. You're on the Phil Henry Show. Yes, Mary Lou, go ahead.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I was wondering, where is this gentleman located at?
We're located in Hawthorne, California, ma'am.
Okay. It's very interesting. I've known people in law enforcement, but my other question was, what
we have agencies throughout America. I don't know, what part of the country are you in, ma'am?
I'm in Portland, Oregon.
Right. We've got the Oregon Beaver Brigade up there. We've got...
Is this a regular police force, or is this like I heard only a tail end?
We're the Beaver Brigade in Oregon is a volunteer police agency. Yes, ma'am.
Now, let me answer the caller's question.
Well, you're going to misrepresent it, Mr. Henry, as you have to.
No, I'm not going to. They're a volunteer police group, ma'am.
We do have the right of constitutional citizens' arrest rights.
Yeah, but you're not being hired by us. You're not being paid by taxpayers to police our cities.
See, this is where Mr. Henry has purposefully messed everything up.
No, I haven't messed up anything. Are you an official Can you arrest me?
Yes, I can.
How?
Through the citizen's arrest.
But no, you're not actually, a sworn
No, but I will tell
city or government.
That's right, but we
we do wear a uniform. We wear blue armbands, very clear. And I'm simply coming up to you if you're in a restaurant. Let's say you're in a Denny's and you're talking about Jesus coming up out of a grave. I'm going to want to ask you to maybe pipe down.
And I'm going to say, I'm sorry that you're offended and have a good day. And go on with my conversation. But my
why would you want to scare?
My next question was, you know, if something as benign as Jesus resurrecting, what do you do about things like what happens during Halloween and
well, let's talk about the real deal. You know, let's talk about the real deal. You people believe this guy really did come up out of the grave. See, that it's going to scare any little tiny kid.
Oh, really?
And look, you are an atheist.
You're telling me you don't believe that?
What?
You believe that a guy came?
I do believe the Lord. I believe
that scares a kid. On Halloween, it's all make-believe. But you are sitting there talking in a Denny's restaurant.
The thing is, there's people out there that truly believe that witches existed. The devil exists.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. You really believe a guy came up out of the ground.
But Satanists don't believe in Satan.
Wait, you don't believe in Satan? You're a Christian. You're supposed to. Gotcha. Oh, boy,
I mean, that's not what I said.
You are really easy. You believe in the devil and everything like that. And
look you're an atheist promoting an atheist point of view by going out there with your blue armband and your pith helmet and telling people that Jesus is a zombie.
Okay, well, then I got it all wrong.
I thought it sounds to me because I have yet to hear.
I thought Christians believed that Jesus came back from the dead. Apparently they don't. Apparently now they're backpedaling on that one because I got them. I got them cornered.
Because of the miracle of life through his Father. But
so there you are, Mary Lou. There you are, Mary Lou, at a Denny's. You're shoveling a grand slam into your face, talking about Jesus coming up out of the dirt, and that doesn't scare you. Oh boy, I hate you.
No.
What do you hate?
Oh, I'm so sorry that you hate. What is that individual?
I don't like women laughing at me. And it reminds me.
You know what? And I'm sorry that I laughed.
No,
at you.
You're not sorry. This is how you humiliate.
No,
you humiliate men like this. You humiliate your husband like this. Yeah, you do.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, guy drops his pants, and there goes that Mary Lou giggle. And
well, what is it with you, man? You don't like women laughing at you.
That shows insecurity to me. My husband's 20 years in the military.
Here's the deal.
Retired.
She laughs at me.
He's a Navy man. I couldn't be prouder, and there's no way I could emasculate a man of my husband's strength. So.
Well, wait a minute. When a lady laughs and I can't slap her for it, what am I supposed to do?
What?
Oh,
I said when a woman laughs.
Consider yourself an officer, and you consider that slapping someone for a giggle is appropriate?
You're laughing at me the same way.
You know what? I got you, honey, because that was.
No, I got you.
I cannot believe how extremist you are.
No, you said that you don't believe in Satan, even though you're a Christian. And when I said I got you on that, then you go. Just the same way a woman might giggle at a man when he drops his pants. And she's all laughing at him.
You must have had a personal experience with that, because I wouldn't do that to any man I respected.
I thought you said you're married 20 years.
Yeah, but I wouldn't laugh at him.
You're getting around a lot, aren't you, for a lady that's married to the same guy?
Will you stick to the point here?
Yeah.
The point is...
The point is, I made a...
So what do you do about
I made a great point, and she's giggling.
Goblins and that type of
thing? Do you
thing?
believe in witches and goblins? No.
I don't, but other people do. Do you tell Wiccans?
No, other people don't. No, they don't.
Perform?
Wiccans don't believe in goblins. You don't know anything about it, you dumb redneck.
Will you come on with that?
Wiccans believe in witches.
Yeah, a witch isn't riding around on a broom, though, Mary Lou. I've done my research, okay? Now, you, on the other hand, you believe all about Jesus coming up. You believe Jesus was dirt napping and that he came back to life.
Dirt napping.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said you believe that a man can wake up from a dirt nap.
Not a man, the Son of God.
Oh boy, if you start laughing again, I'm going to reach to the phone and slap you.
All right,
I'm so sorry that you feel that way. I didn't know I threatened you so much that you threatened to physical violence. And you're a man that's going out there in public, portraying yourself as an officer and protecting the individual, when my words bring you to physical violence.
Blah, blah, blah. Is your husband in town?
That's fine.
Is your husband in town?
I beg your pardon?
Is your husband in town right now?
Yes, he's in my living room.
Oh.
Well, what?
Well, I'd love to get on a Southwest jet up to Portland and just. I'll need your name and address.
Don't give him your name and address, Mary Lou.
Excuse me. No, she's running around talking about the zombie. No, she's running around talking about Jesus coming out of his dirt nap like a zombie, but I can't get her name and address.
She's a Christian who believes in it.
Yeah, and
I'm going to cite you.
just out of curiosity, I'm wondering
I'm
how
citing
much
you
you're
for-
treading on my rights if you come up to me and try to intimidate me into not speaking about my beliefs.
Ma'am, I'm going to have to cite you. I'm going to
as an
cite you
individual
for
and breaking the
unnecessary
law.
zombie talk.
Oh, yeah. He's going to cite you for unnecessary zombie talk.
She laughed again.
You're going to cite me.
All right,
I love it. I hope I meet you or somebody in your organization.
You know what's going to happen to you, Mary Lou? One day you're going to die. One day you're going to die, and you're going to wake up and go. No. You're going to wake up, and you're going to go, oh, I hope Jesus says, got a nice bouquet of flowers, and the devil's going to be there.
This lizard jumped on me again. She wants water, man. This lizard literally jumps on me asking for water. I don't think I have any out here. I do have some inside, though. These lizards are very trusting of a human. When I was a kid, I used to catch these lizards, feed them to my tarantula. That's right, I had a tarantula as a pet. It was a bird-eating tarantula. It would eat birds. But I fed it lizards. I never fed it a bird. That's what it's called, bird-eating tarantula. It was fucking big, dude. It's as big as your fist, or bigger. It was big. And it would eat big fucking lizards, and I would wait until it was hungry and then toss the lizard in, and it was right on it. Boom. The spider would also shed. So every now and then you come and look in its cage, and there would be 2 spiders in there. One was its shed and one was itself. I eventually let that spider go. I let it go where there were plenty of lizards. But now there's tarantulas walking around Pompano. Well, I gotta tell you, Trixie came and cooked breakfast. Holy cow. She made eggs, bacon, hash browns, and toast. Now I'm out here with the after breakfast smokeout and a Jolly Rancher cherry. Cherry flavored Jolly Rancher, by the way. Beth would be proud. Be proud. Did Trixie fix my egg? She did. She fixed the egg. She made poached eggs. So freaking good. Oh my God, I haven't had breakfast. I can't tell you. And Lola got bacon. Lola was hot on the bacon, baby. That's like her favorite. I think Trixie's gonna hang out today. We have Italian sausages for lunch on a roll. So what is that? Yeah, Italian sausage on a roll. Sausage sandwiches for lunch. You like sausage? Oh, sausage. Sausage. They was on sale. That's what she said. That the sausage with sausage sauce was on sale. That's my Jolly Rancher that you hear me messing with. That's my new thing. Jolly Rancher, baby. All the flavors. Mmm. It keeps my tongue in shape. You have to have a strong tongue. For the snack for the snack service provider. Hi. Welcome to Snack Service Provider. Oh Lord. What are men really good for? Let's get into it. I guess you heard that whole thing was an act. My cousin was in town. That's the only reason I went out. It was all bullshit, you guys. All bullshit. You didn't fall for it, did you? I think Buddy fell for it. Dude, did I miss a Sabrina show last night or what? Trixie and I were coupling. Because she took today off. So she's hanging out. We're going to need Buddy to go live today. I guess I can't tell him what to do. I'll have to provide you guys with a great show. Am I still live? Oh, I guess I could check chat over here. This fucking thing, man. Mr. Window. I'm gonna render down this sausage, man, and I gotta go get some onion. That's the one thing I don't have is onions. I need the onion. See? Oh, is this shit on? Oh, Beth is here. Good morning, Beth. Trixie's almost here. What's going on, you guys? Welcome in to another episode of You Better Fix My Egg Right. On today's You Better Fix My Egg Right, we had poached eggs, lightly peppered and salted, with white toast, hickory flavored bacon, hickory smoked bacon, that's what it is. And potatoes al grande, which means potatoes from a can, but they were done up real nice. You know, the bachelor pad, there's always potatoes in the can. Beth's here. Uh-oh. You're mad at her? She's listening, Beth. You can tell her yourself. I see her inside right now. She's been so nice. I don't know what I did to deserve this. You're not talking about that skit that we did yesterday, are you? It was all BS, Beth. Bonnie is actually my cousin. You might not realize that. So with that being said, as you know now, nothing, of course. Cousins don't kiss, you know what I mean? It's another Scum Frank show. It's just another, I don't know, what do you call it? I'll tell you this much. Fraggle was all up in arms. Frag's like, whatever you do, don't bring him no food, man. Don't bring him food. Well, it winds up Trixie and I actually split that food. She wound up eating some of that food. It's all just theater of the mind. You know, obviously we're in love. Like two kids. And they call it puppy love. Ah, there's Trixie. I told you she's listening, man. I can see her from where I'm sitting. I think next up is hugs and kisses. It's kiss time, Trixie. Time for those kisses that you wanted. Kiss me once. Kiss me twice. You can see her smiling from ear to ear. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, everybody. Now it's day 48, and Buddy is still not back in Portland, in Seattle. Beth, I started doing a count off. How many days has Buddy been gone? It's day 48, and Buddy's still not back. Reporting on Buddy's absence from Sabrina here live in Orlando, baby. Today's number 48, and Buddy is still not back at Sabrina's. Let's go. Kiss me once. I think Trixie's ready for her kisses. Kiss me twice. You think he flew home yesterday? Really? Do tell. The pirate's headed home, or what? Our peg-legged pirate, Peggy East Coast, is headed home. Man, I got 2 weeks of jokes with that peg leg. I'll tell you what. Arr, matey, sacrifice the legs to the cigarette. He did. He's on his way home to Sabrina. I'll tell you what, when he gets home, I figure out I'll have hell to pay. I'll be up on the wall. He's going to get back to his old buddy. Sabrina's going to do her number from behind the fucking camera. That nice buddy that was on break, that's over. Now it's Buddy's going to get you. 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 Buddy's going to get you tonight. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Buddy's going to get you. Who's on the wall first? It's got to be Tan, right? Buddy's gonna get ya. Buddy's gonna get ya tonight. Our matey pirate peg leg buddy, pirate peg leg East Coast. That is fucking funny, dude. I'll tell you what, if he's back in Seattle, all bets are off. Buddy's about to fucking take everyone out, I get the feeling. Nice Buddy's over. You know all those jokes we did? We're about to pay for it. Sabrina's like, those jokes weren't funny. That shit's not funny. Wouldn't that be wild? He posted shorts of a plane. Let me check. You know what would be crazy if he flies in to see Tan. And it's not Sabrina, but it's Tan. Oh, look at this. Rocky Mountain Way, better than the way. Wow, wow, wow. Buddy on the east, Mount Rainier. Go live, buddy. Go live, buddy. Get there safe, my friend. The Rocky Mountain Way, better than, well, never simply because it's you. And that's okay. Then there are those who will always be in your corner, cheering you on just because it's you. And that's who matters. Not everyone is meant to be your journey, and that's you find on your true people are the ones who celebrate. You're the only one for me, Sabrina. You're the only one for me. Oh, I can't wait for these streams, boys. Buddy's back with the blue hair. Let's go. Buddy's back, baby. Down in her arms again. Da 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 da, Sabrina's arms again. Gonna be in Seattle, boy. Gonna sing that song you love. Gonna be in Sabrina's arms before you know it. Going back to Seattle, boys. Going back to my love, Sabrina. Sabrina is my love. He posted shorts. You know that's all bullshit. His ass is still in Virginia. Sabrina, my love. Going to see Sabrina. Going back home with my foot all cut up. Buddy's West Coast now, man. Think about it. He's 3 hours behind everything now. Should I call Buddy or what? What should I call Buddy? Let me get the exclusive. All right, I'm gonna call Buddy. You guys ready? Buddy, this is the East Coast calling. Are we reaching? Buddy's not answering. Let's get the mics up in Buddy and Sabrina's bedroom, which I've hacked the Wi-Fi and I do have the microphones set up. So Let's hear what we have going on at Buddy's house. One moment, please. He's back with Sabrina again.
You're acting like one right now.
Thank you, Beth. Peace and love, you guys.